my beautiful earth sign. Spirit has a message for you. Your guides want to speak to you. So I've pulled an oracle card from my Spirit Shadow and Light oracle deck. And the message that comes through is working too hard. So this is a channeled message, spiritual guidance that you might need right now, that is to serve your highest good. If you're not interested in tarot, spiritual energy readings, goodbye. If you're still here and you feel drawn to the message, I'm going to read for you from the book because I don't want to miss out on anything. I want to give you the message as I've received it, and if we've got some time and share anything else that Spirit wants to bring through. The angel of time looks very fierce and stern. This is your card. This is the angel of time. Okay. And that's because you need to hear this message. You need to hear her message. You see, if she appeared to you in a soft guise, it would be too easy for you to overlook her message and just continue on as if she had never visited. Now, this message might have come to you through an experience that you've had recently, or something that you're experiencing right now, and it's just made you take another look and you're like, what's going on here? Okay, that is what this message, this card, is symbolic of, right? The reason why this is happening the way that it is to get your attention, so that you can stop and pause and smell the roses. The truth is that you are forcing yourself beyond your energetic limits at this time, working too hard, self-loving and connecting with the universe way too little. So she has appeared to remind you of what it is you are turning your world into, one big machine where you are one cog in it. You are an important, soulful, beloved being, but the world of work is not going to end if you step away from it, from its mechanism for a while. It's time, she says, for a time out. Will you listen? I'm getting straight to the point here. Okay, this is the message from your guide, because you really need to hear this. Stop giving so much to your work all the time, your energy, your passion. Take better care of your health. This is the time to fulfill all those promises you've made to yourself, but barely made even the effort to keep. Meditate, eat well, take up gentle exercise, and change unhealthy emotional patterns that are compromising your well-being. These are the challenges you need to set yourself. Gaze into a candle flame. Write down one true thing you love about all of your friends, and pay close attention to all the messages your body sends you. Then make the changes you know it needs. I thank you in advance for a happy you makes this world a far better place. I think so many of us take for granted the fact that how much effort we make, how much we do, has less of an impact on the well-being of our world as a collective than our happiness. We've not been taught to be happy. We've taught to be selfless. We've taught to take care of things. We've taught to make things happen. We've been taught to effort, to work hard. Good people work hard, make an effort, make things right. We've been taught that. Look at our world. Our world are in the state that it's in because of us and our forefathers. Who we are directly creates the energy that we emit, and that directly contributes to how our world looks, to the reality we experience as a whole, as a collective. We often look at the big bad wolf and the big things that people do wrong. We don't realize that those are like the wave. The wave, by the time we see a big wave, there's a current that started deep in the ocean before we could even see the wave. that's the last result. It starts with the energy that we emit. And when we make an effort constantly, it's something I struggle with too, is having to remind myself that there's nothing I need to do, that I don't need to make an effort, that I don't have to constantly keep score. It's one of the most challenging patterns for me that I to break, because I was an adult child. I didn't have parents who could take care of me. When I was a child, I was little. I was in primary school. I was very little, and I was begging for food and taking care of my younger brother. And my mother was a very bad alcoholic. I didn't have a normal childhood where I was taken care of. I don't remember not being worried in my life. It's a very challenging pattern to break. So to just be easy and to, I didn't have anyone that's going to make sure I eat, or it was only later when I was with my foster mother, but even then I felt this constant sense of obligation to be worthy of what she's doing for me. I never asked anyone for anything. If I needed anything, I made it happen myself. So to stop, it's not easy. I don't know who needs to hear this message now, but who we needed to be to survive is not who we want to be in order to thrive. It's not the same. We've got to let that go. Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about knowing that it's scary, that we have certain habits and tendencies. We make certain things our focus and make certain things important because that gives us a sense of security. Today I finished all these things on my list. Today I completed everything. That means that gives me a sense of peace, that I'm deserving of something good, so maybe something's good's gonna happen. And it's hard on the nervous system, and it affects our health. Can't we just be for the sake of being? It's hard, it's challenging when you were never given that privilege as a child. Not everybody had severe circumstances like mine, but even living in a household where if you didn't behave according to what they said you must behave, you didn't have certain comforts, and there wasn't peace. Emotional, physical abuse, being beaten, if things were not this is there's so much I don't have to tell you. You know your story. So it's a tough pattern to break, for you to stop abusing yourself and re-traumatizing yourself and putting excessive pressure on yourself and just allowing yourself to live. The heart is coming to focus. Some of you have heart health issues. Those heart attacks are people who work hard and effort without allowing themselves any space to be able to just enjoy the life that they've built. And there's a lot of grief because you're constantly grieving what you are unable to allow yourself to have. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure over the heart space. Some of you are struggling with your heart health, and this is something that needs to change. Might be other related conditions. Your guides want to speak to you about just stopping and slowing down and giving yourself a break, because most of this is happening for you anyway. It's a myth that you're making everything happen. It's a myth. Think about your heartbeat. You don't stand around making your heart beat so that and still it beats. Think about the breath. We don't have engineers making sure we've got access to oxygen. They make us pay for everything, right? They make us pay for water now. They make us pay for everything. They make you pay to exist on land that is yours, that you've been born in, all of those things. But the reality is that well-being and access to goodness is your birthright. And that system that we've constantly got to work and effort for everything, and believing in that and believing that that is true, and the only way that we can exist is why we remain stuck. No one's going to give you peace. They're going to work you to the bone. People are going to keep taking. You're never going to be enough to everybody. Those who come to you with empty baskets, their baskets are going to stay empty, and they're going to be resentful towards you because they think it's your job to fill it. You're going to have to be the one that gives yourself a pause, and that's what your guides want to encourage you to do.